Okay, so I didn't want to make this video today, but screw it, I have to. So I want to talk about over-designed, under-designed, and just right ships. So basically, I'm gonna be popping up pictures all over the place and showing you what ships are very well over-designed and what are under-designed. Um, Starting off, we have the Olympic class. Now, the Olympic class liners, which I'm mostly referring to Titanic and Olympic. I'll get to Britannic later, but Titanic and Olympic are a good baseline. They're good to start out with. They all have the necessities. They've got it's got a small super it's not a small superstructure, but at least enough superstructure to fit as much passengers spaces as possible. But a lot of the stuff that are touching the main deck on the outside are for the crew. I like that little touch, but I like the vents and everything. It's the just amount. It's just about the right amount of stuff you'll need on a ocean liner of that era. Well, in the ship in general, it's actually pretty. It's a good baseline. That's what I'm trying to say. But Britannic, just imagine Titanic, but steroid, like pumped up on steroids. That is the most over-designed looking ocean liner I have ever seen. I'll pop a picture of it right now and show you. Just look at it. Yeah, Britannic's just a little over-designed. I get they had to do some safety regulations after after the Titanic sank, and the gantry davits were had to be an option, but you didn't have to close in the well deck of the aft well deck. You didn't have to do that. Um, yeah. And another thing, we have Lusitania. Lusitania and Mauretania. But Lusitania is also a good baseline ship. It's mostly ventilators and it's mostly vents and well, skylights and stuff. um, but Mauretania, oh boy, like I said with Titanic, just imagine with Britannic, imagine the Lusitania, but with pumped up on more vents, a lot more skylights, and twice as many staircases. That's Mauretania for you. So I guess you can say I guess you could say that's a little over designed, huh? Now we're gonna talk about under designed ships. Uh, Empress of Ireland. That's not Empress of Ireland. Empress of Britain. Empress of Britain. This is probably the most under designed looking thing for a big ocean liner. Like, it's the biggest ocean liner with very little space. Well, very little equipment and stuff. You couldn't have squeezed a few skylights or ventilators in there. Made it a lot more made it a lot better. But no, it's actually a pretty easy ship to recreate in Minecraft due to it being very small and very small in detail, which I'm not complaining. All right, Wilhelm Gustloff. Let's just say she's also very over designed. Like I'm not even trying to complain. If I was to talk about any ship, Wilhelm Gustloff would be under designed and a little over designed. Kind of same as the Olympic class, but it's more under designed if anything. Did I say under designed or over designed? Whatever. I'll figure it out once the recording's over. I already had to go through 2 recordings already. I'm gonna edit it all together, but screw it. Aquitania. I think that was inspiration for the Queen Mary. Speaking of the Queen Mary, that's pretty under-designed itself, but at least that's also a good baseline ship, along with the Queen Elizabeth. But the Queen Elizabeth is a lot less designed because of the lack of more than 2 funnels. I like my ships with at least 4 or 3 funnels, but 3 funnels is probably the best option. Anyway, Aquitania. It doesn't look anything like her running mates, Lusitania and Mauretania. They're just like the Aquitania is a taller version of the is more of a taller version of the Titanic, with a lot more with the vents carried out from Mauretania's design. The small little thin white orange and black funnels carried from Lusitania, because Mauretania had thicker funnels than Lusitania. And it's pretty over designed. I'm honestly not really gonna be. I'm not really saying much. All right, IJ in Congo. She is over designed, and I'm talking over designed, like as in you don't need so much deck space. Like you don't need so much guns and cluttered spaces for your World War II battleship, Japan. I'm not. Yeah. I can't. Yeah, I can't really say much. Yeah, the Congo is pretty over designed. Like, I get it makes your ship look a lot more menacing, Japan, but you're a pretty chill country, so you don't need a like steroided version of the Yamato. And the Yamato is pretty over designed, but it's not as over designed as that. Sorry about that. All right, Seawise Giant. At the time, she was the largest ship in the world. And with the largest ship in the world comes the most over-designed looking oil tanker to ever exist. I can point out a lot more oil tankers that have run in the same line, but run in the same line as design, but that is like, if you're talking about cluttered deck space. Here, I'll pop up a picture and show you, because it's the only picture I have downloaded, and I'll just edit it in. It's the thickness of the ship that don't like it. Finally, after what feels like forever, we're gonna move on to the most Icon of the Seas. Is the most over designed ship ever. Because let me tell you, that ship is oh my god. Little thing I want to tell you guys. Icon of the Seas. It's, listen, I don't care what you guys have to say. You can spam me in the comments all you want, but all I'm gonna say is, if you're gonna design a ship, don't clutter with a bunch of water slides, a bunch of pools. And I get that's for necessities, but there's a little pocket in the stern. You could have just tucked it there. Oh wait, you ran out of deck space. Exactly. That's what this video is about. The reason why ships have to be built a certain way and designed a right way is because you need space for your design to look clean. If I was to put water slides on the Titanic and slap a big fat giant pool on the stern and bulk out the ship a lot, just to bulk out the ship a lot, just to slant the superstructure in for more cabins and widen the funnels, it wouldn't look good. This is what I'm trying to say here, because the Icon of the Seas is the most cluttered thing I've ever freaking seen, and I'm never going to unsee it. Once you you don't even need to look at the top deck just to tell it's over designed. I'm pop up 2 pictures, like here. One is on the side and one is on the one on the left is the one on the one of the ship, like the side view of the ship, and then the right one is the top deck. You don't need that much cluttered design, and it's kind of frustrating, if anything. I'm 9 minutes into this recording, and this is really stupid, honestly. Yeah. I'm gonna end the video here. take this design with a grain of salt. Yeah. Bye.